Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to go through real quickly one way that you can distribute or sell or package up your breed and your food and your homes. In the previous tutorials we went through and we created a food source, we created breeding a male and female breeding pair, and we also created a home for them to breed from. So let's just quickly go through a good way to package them up. That's a pretty popular way of packaging breeding pets. I went ahead and I created a simple extension, a little plugin. It doesn't work directly with the system, but I'll provide it on the plugin repository anyway. What it does here is it takes the 4 items that we want to package up so that we can put them all inside of our breeding home, of our little doghouse here. I'm going to name the female eco mom, dad, the eco dad, eco food, and eco water. Okay, so we have our male, we have our female, we have our food, we have our water. And just to be fair to the people that purchased this item, when we drag off a copy, it resets these scripts. This happens just for us, not for the consumers. They can't do that without damaging or deactivating the code. So we'll go ahead and take this, take that. We'll take the male eco dad and eco mom. Okay, and we're gonna put these guys, and then remember we have the eco breed, the child. That if I res out and show you, okay, that's the child. Ignore the text. That was just for a demonstration. Ideally, you will remove any kind of indications that of what it used to be, because it's deactivated until it's activated through breeding. So we have these 4 items. We're going to put them into the doghouse. Okay, and did it go in? They should have. But we're also going to put the eco create on res script in there as well. And I'll quickly go through this, what it does. It just sleeps for when you res the object, when you res the breeding thing. This is I would take this and sell it or give it out or whatever. When it's first resed, it will pause for 5 seconds. It'll res the mother. It'll remove the mother from the contents. It'll sleep for 1 second and then res the father, remove the father from the contents. Sleep another second and res the food, remove the food, pause another second, res the water. I just went through it and found ideal resing positions for it, 2 meters away for the parents and then 3 meters away for the food and the water. Put them side by side, so the mom will be, what I would assume, to the left, and then the father to the right, the food to the left, the water to the right, and then we have a little because the breeds are a little taller than the food source, we just move them up 20.25 meters and move the water dish, food and water dish, down 0.2 meters. The eco breeds are at a 0 rotation, so we don't need a special rotation. But the food dish and water dish are actually, let me res one out for you so you can see what I mean by their rotation. If you go into here, you'll see if I put it at 0 rotation, it becomes on its side. So when I do 90 degrees in that way, 180 degrees, now it's flipped over in that direction, it puts it at its proper rotation, and that's the rotation we want to res it at so it looks right. Otherwise it'll look sloppy. But I did a Euler to rot rotation function, which takes the 180 by 90 and times it by it changes it by timesing it degrees to radius. So doing that, we now have everything that we want, and it will res it out in a nice little orderly way. And this is just a simple example of how to set it all up. Now I have everything in there, the content that we want to res, and then the script, which will delete itself, everything from here down to here. This will all remove itself, and it'll just be the action object with the actual eco breed child that will be created through breeding. So since it's activated on res, oops, we'll take this into our inventory. So we have the eco home, and when somebody reses it out, we'll just res it out here. It delays 5 seconds. Female, the male, the food, the water. See? Simple as that. And I'll provide this on the plugin repository.